Well, this priest has just stolen Prophet Velen. He probably knows that I'm running some kind of a burst combo. He thinks that healing his face for 4 is gonna save him. Unfortunately, it's not. I have double Mindblast in hand, I have 5 damage on the board, and I have a 2 damage hero power. All in all, this is game over. It's a very satisfying way to win. Double Mindblast, they never see it coming. So, double Mindblast helping us navigate our way through rank 6. So, what deck are we playing today? We're playing Zetalot's Mindblast Priest. Now, Zetalot is probably what you'd consider to be one of the best priest players in the world. I think he pretty much streams priest decks exclusively. So he's a priest expert. So he comes up with some great priest decks from time to time, and this is one of them. So the idea behind the deck is you have access to a whole variety of different ways of clearing board. You have Dragonfire Potion, you have Duskbreaker, you have Psychic Scream, you have the 2 damage AoE from Primordial Drake. You've then got ways of healing your face. You've got Greater Healing Potion in this deck. You have Alexstraza that can heal your own face as well as put your opponent down to 15. So you have different ways of healing, doing AoE, and there's of course single target removal in Shadowed Pain, and there is also Shadowed Death. So, control the board, slowly gather your cards, gather Velen, gather double Mindblast, and of course you play the Gilded Gargoyle at some point, so you get a coin, and then you play Velen, Mindblast, and then coin Mindblast, and essentially that is a 20 damage combo, which is pretty insane. So you have to get your opponent down to 20 health, and you have some help in doing that. You have a double Draconoid Operative, so that can go face for a couple of swings, which should be pretty good. You've got Netherspite Historian to discover some big dragons. Again, throw them to your opponent's face, and eventually you get them down to 20, and then you kill them with your combo. You've of course got Shadow Reaper Anduin, so the Priest hero power that can do 2 damage, that can get them down as well. So different ways to bring your opponent down to 20, making them ready for your combo. So let's have a look at this deck in action on the standard mode ladder, and we're starting out against a Paladin. Now, Greater Healing Potion is a really good keep in the mulligan. Oh look, there's another one. Because Aggro Paladin will burst you down ever so quickly. The card you're really looking for is Duskbreaker. That's the important card. Although Northshire Cleric on turn 1 can be pretty good. Just because it can contest most of what they play early, or at least trade in, and then you can heal the Cleric, draw a card. Just the card draw itself can be very valuable. So this is a really good turn for him. Rallying Blade kills my Clerics. Really unfortunate for me, really good for him. Because now look at my hand, it's really useless. I don't have dragons, so I can't activate Netherspite Historian. Greater Healing Potions don't do anything just yet because our health is reasonable. So we're just waiting. Oh look, there's a Gargoyle, so we can play that. It's a bit of a sad play because it's going to die to the Weapon Swing. So those of you that are sort of that haven't played this deck before may be looking at this and thinking, what the hell is this deck? I mean, what am I doing here that is proactive? This Paladin is kicking my backside here. You know, and Stegodon coming down really early is a bit scary. Often you don't expect the Stegodon until much later in the game when they've got more recruits on the board. But yeah, he's just going for board presence here. And I think it's a smart play. However, we have Dragonfire Potion in hand, we have Psychic Scream, we have double Greater Healing Potion, so we're not really afraid at this juncture. Against Aggro Paladin, what you're afraid of is using all of your AoE, and yet they still somehow find a way to fill the board. you're also afraid of not drawing into any of your AoE. There's always that possibility too. But anyway, Aggro Paladin doing what Aggro Paladin does best. Go wide on the board. So Dragonfire Potion here, it seems reasonable. The other option is to coin out Psychic Scream, but I don't see why I'd do that, because Dragonfire kills the majority of the board. Okay, it gives them some value because he gets some Silverhand recruits back to hand, and he's probably going to play them. No? He's playing Call to Arms. Okay. Well, it's such a broken card. And again, going wide on the board, and he's getting super value here from the juggles. Duskbreakers is a very timely pickup, so we can discover a dragon here. So I'm going to take the Drake here because, yeah, it's expensive compared to the Duskbreaker, but it doesn't need a dragon to activate its battle cry. So I think it's a better pick than the Duskbreaker in this situation. If I had another dragon in hand, I would have picked Duskbreaker because it's cheaper. And once again, look at him. He's just going super wide on the board. We've cleared his board twice, and yet he still manages to refill and still have options in his hand. You know, there's 4 cards in his hand.
Beware the shadow.
So, in this situation, I'm happy to use the Drake, I think. I mean, the Silverhand recruits is still alive. That's really unfortunate. Because if he gets a Stegodon, you get a poison effect. But I'm saving the Psychic Scream.
Reporting for duty.
We do have Shadow Visions in hand, so we can discover something useful potentially. But that's a big time play for him there. Sunkeeper Tarim. And to think if he had a couple more recruits on the board, we'd be in a world of pain. So, Shadow Visions, what are you going to give us? Nothing useful. Okay. So we just got to heal our face here. Now, the Greater Healing Potion is phenomenal there, but we are going to take a lot of damage. We're going to take 12 damage minimum here. And undoubtedly he's going to put more stuff on the board, so... Oh god, level up. Oh god, Divine Shield! So despite all of my AoEs, despite my board clears, this guy is still kicking my backside! This is ridiculous! Anyway, Psychic Scream to the rescue. And we'll play the one we top decked. Just to make him think that we top-decked it in desperation. And look, Greater Healing Potion, putting us right back into this game. This is it's quite a tense game, and I think any game against Aggro Paladin is especially tense. Because look at this, he's just refilled the board again, and he's buffing. He's buffing a recruit. So we have no choice. We have to Psychic Scream that. Now here's the advantage, and here's where you start to make your comeback. If you Psychic Scream a board full of dudes, he's going to be drawing a dude per turn. So now we're slowing him down massively, and it's giving us an opportunity now to play Shadow Visions again, get a decent spell.
Reporting for duty.
Something that maybe we can use. But look, he's actually filling the board again. This is ridiculous. There's now 5 dudes on board. Oh, hello. Well, that's just saved me. I think we just take the Mind Blast because we need to end this game quickly. Yeah, we need to end this game quickly. He's going to put more dudes on the board, right? And then he's just going to buff... Oh, bloody hell. He's going to buff them up. And he says, well played. I think he thinks he's won. He probably thinks that all of my AoE has been used up. And, yeah, look at that board. That is a ridiculous amount of damage, including the weapon that is going to be hitting my face. He has 7 attack on board plus the weapon. That's not good for my face. So we have Alexstraza here.
I wonder. I bring life.
Yeah, we have to do this. We need to put ourselves out of range, but more importantly, we need to set up some way of killing him. They have 10 damage in hand with the Mind Blasts. With Alex, that's 18. It's not enough. It's not enough. So what are we looking for here to survive? If we play Shadow Reaper Anduin, is 7 on board. Anduin puts us out of range of dying, providing he can't buff up his dudes. That's the consideration here. So I'm going to heal my face. Although it may not mean very much. So you guys have seen how much AoE I've used in this game. The number of board clears. And yet, this guy is still managed to keep on filling that board. That is the strength of Aggro Paladin. It's why it's a tier 1 deck. In Standard and in Wild. So, what does he have? Oh god, he has Rallying Blade. So how much is that? That's 10 damage.
By the holy light.
And that puts us down to 1 health. Wow, it's a really close game. It's a really, really close game. But yeah. Unfortunately for him, I have lethal here. And this is a super, super close game, but yeah, it turns out the Anduin hero power is what has won me this game. And yeah, they never see it coming. And I guess as an Aggro Paladin, can't really heal his face. So yeah, we just got lucky at the end there. Right, this next little clip is us taking down a Warlock. Now, look at his health total. 33, right? 33 health. Now, I have Prophet Velen in hand. I have double Mind Blast. So, if there ever was an opportune moment to play Alexstraza, it was that last turn. Because what else was I going to do? Look at my hand. What else was I actually going to do that was proactive? Alex at least gets his health down, and now I can start working on his health total with the Priest hero power before setting him up for Mind Blast. Now, I nearly conceded there because you know, I was looking at what he was going to do with that cube, and I thought, oh god, am I dead? Is he going to kill off the cube, charge my face with Doom Guards? But interestingly, he wasn't able to pop the cube just yet. Now, I'm desperate to get the 8 into the face. Because if he does not kill Alexstrasza, there is going to be a ridiculous amount of damage coming his way. Wow, desperation play there. Interesting. And notice something. He did not use his hero power. He played the taunt. He did not use his hero power to heal his face. And maybe that has sealed his fate. Because I've got double Mind Blast, which is 10. And I can cast my Priest Hero power, if I can actually do math here, 3 times. So it's actually 16 damage. So, would his hero power have saved him had he cast it? Not sure. Anyway. Next little game. So we're going up against a Warlock here. Now your expectation is Q-block, but it's not always Q-block.
You are not the boss of me.
It looks like some kind of Zoo lock, or some kind of discard lock, or some kind of demon lock. Increasingly, demon lock has become more and more popular on standard mode at this kind of rank, or at least I've seen it a lot more. So they aim to buff up their demons, get favourable trades with them, and then eventually play Gul'dan and bring them back to life. And already, on turn 2, he's got a sizable minion down. And that is a minion that I cannot Shadow Word Pain, which is awkward. So what do I pick here? I think the Psychic Scream is fine. I'm just looking at ways of surviving, ways of prolonging this game, which is what you have to do with this deck. You have to prolong the game until you gather Mindblast Velen. And of course the coin from the gargoyle. Well, that's a reasonable pickup. Can I afford to wait around? Yes, we can. It's Mind Blast or Greater Healing Potion here. I can see a Velen in hand, and the Mind Blast is tempting me, so I'm just going to take it. Maybe I should have taken Greater Healing Potion. I don't know. But yeah, we've got to get rid of that imp. It's a bit out of control there. Wait, this guy plays Hungry Crab? Oh, I guess he's scared of Murloc Paladin. Huh. Anyway, bit awkward here, this board. So we're just going to Hero Power Pass. And sometimes with this deck, you just awkwardly Hero Power Pass, Hero Power Pass. There's not much you can do. So this is a really good Dragonfire Potion turn. We wipe his board, but here's a Zeus-style deck, I guess, a mid-rangey Zeus-style deck. He's just gonna look. He's gonna refill the board. But that's okay. That's okay. I think the Duskbreaker here could be reasonable. It kills the imp, removes 3 damage. I think that's worth it. I think that's actually worth it. And I'm going to heal my face. I could have played the Nether Spite, but I don't know what that's going to do against his board here, or the board he's about to build up. So I think healing my face was better. valuing the extra 2 health. And once again, he's built up a board. Shadow Reaper Anduin.
The light has betrayed me.
Kills 2 minions. That's reasonable value. Unfortunately now, my hero power cannot heal my face. Instead it will do 2 damage. So, oh gosh.
Total corruption, total power.
Oh wow.
Once upon a time.
I was really tempted by Ysera there. She's my favourite dragon in all of Hearthstone, but she's too slow. And having Draconid operatives, of course, can discover you something useful, and the stats are great. 5/6 body, really good to have on board. He's damaging his face here. Does he not realise that I'm probably going to kill him now? At 10 damage. Oh, there's a second Mind Blast. I had 10 damage with Velen and a Mind Blast. But now the second Mind Blast has popped along. This should just be lethal. Again, who needs Prophet Velen? Again, double Mind Blast. They never see it coming. And there's the win streak bonus. Okay, let's look at one final game. This was a glorious, glorious game. We're not going to watch the full game because I think it went on for 25 minutes. We were facing a Fatigue Warrior. A Fatigue Warrior who doesn't play any threats that are significant, but he just aims to, you know, fatigue you, play Dead Man's Hand, I think, and just prolong the game forever, to the point that you run out of threats and they still have cards and a health total, and then you just die to fatigue. And they can just keep Dead Man's Handing constantly, refreshing their deck. So you sort of look at these games sometimes and you think, oh god, do I really have the time to play a game this long? Actually, these are the best kinds of games in Hearthstone, in my opinion. These are games that really require you to think carefully about every card that you play and when you play it. Because one small mistake can just cost you the game. These long games are like, well, they're like chess games, really. So, why am I Psychic Screaming that board? That was not a threatening board. Well, it wasn't a significant board. Well, I don't want to overdraw. That's the thing. So again, I don't want to overdraw. I've got 2 Mind Blasts in hand. I have Alexstraza. The card I'm waiting for is Velen. That's the card I'm waiting for, and we cannot afford to overdraw Prophet Velen. That's really, really important. The problem is though, look at his armor total. The armor is adding significantly to his health, and he's going to keep armoring up. So we need to think of a plan. We need to think of a strategy to get that armor down. Oh, Warrior Death Knight could help with that strategy. And this Draconid operative hitting 5 to the face could also help massively too.
That belongs in a museum.
Oh, that's really unfortunate for him. He plays Harrison. And I think now it's time to play Garrosh.
I will burn this world and rule
Yeah, this is really, really good for us. May as well get the Shadow Vision's value while we can. I'm going to take Dragonfire Potion. With Psychic Scream, if I end up shuffling cards into his deck, I'm just giving him, you know, more ways to last longer in this game. I don't want to do that. And there's some more armor. So you do sort of run into a bit of a panic here. And look, he's so fearless. He's so fearless. He's just happy to tank 5. He doesn't care about his health. He knows he's at such a significant health total. And there's Prophet Velen. So we really need a plan here to kill him. And Temporus, which I discovered from Netherspite Historian, could be the card that gives me a way out. What an animation. That is the first time that I've played Temporus. The first time. And I wonder if you can see what my plan is. I'm going to get 2 turns, right? I have Alexstraza, I have Velen, and I have Mindblast, and I have a coin. And I'm going to essentially smash his face with all of that spell damage, plus Alexstraza going to his face. I also have the weapon that's going to go face. And I haven't even counted. I'm just hoping it's going to be enough. Wow, and he just attacked Temporus. He just tanked him. Because he's going to kill it. Okay. But we've shredded a little bit of that armor. So, it is now or never. We have 2 turns. We start with Alexstraza. And then we just hope that we've got enough damage with Prophet Velen and double Mind Blast. So is it enough? Not all who wander are lost, as Prophet Velen. Double Mind Blast to the face. Plus Alex. It's over. Wow. What a game. So it was like a 25-minute game in the end, I think. But hey, a win is a win. I think we played that relatively well, and I think the Temporus play was smart. When Netherspite Historian offers you dragons, you look at the choices, and nobody ever picks Temporus because if you're facing an aggro opponent, if you give them 2 turns, they're just going to kill you, right? But against this fatigue warrior, I knew that if I gave him 2 turns, he's not going to do anything significant. He's not going to develop anything that is significant. So it actually worked out really, really well for us. And that was one of the most fun games I've played in 2018 in Hearthstone. And it's all thanks to this deck. So the Zetalot Mindblast Priest has it's taken me from rank 10 to rank 6 on standard mode. I'm currently rank 4 on wild, and if you guys have been following my channel over the last couple of weeks, from time to time I take a small break from wild, I play a little bit of standard. This deck took me from rank 10 to rank 6, and I've got an 80% win rate with it. Sample size is very, very small, obviously, but still 80% is 80%, and I can't argue with that. So super fun deck to play. The only considerations, the only issues I think are against opponents that can armor up massively. So Druid with the Death Knight hero power, Warrior obviously can be an issue, but beyond that, you stand a pretty good chance against most other decks / classes. They don't expect Velen, they do not expect the double Mind Blast combo. They see the dragons and they think, oh, you're just Dragon Priest, right? The Skulking Geist can be a bit of a surprise sometimes. And they see Anduin and they think, oh, what's this? And then you smash them with Alexstraza, you smash them with the double Mind Blast Velen combo, and they're just dead. So, thank you very much for joining me, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe. I would be grateful. And yeah, keep a lookout over the next couple of weeks. I will be running a competition for my subscribers with a chance to win packs for the new Hearthstone expansion, Witchwood. So, you know, keep a lookout for that. I'll be announcing details regarding the packs competition very, very soon. So once again, thanks for joining me, and do take care, and I'll see you guys all again very soon for more standard mode or wild mode fun.